Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm excited today to share with you a new workshop that we're going to be hosting on September 15th at 7 p.m. with Sue Coffin, who's Healing Numbers 22. And I recently had a numerology reading with Sue, and it was excellent. My husband agreed that everything that she discussed, even though she never met me, was totally bang on. So this numerology and spirituality workshop that we're working on, that we're going to bring to you, I wanted just to introduce Sue to you and have her tell you a little bit about herself and what the workshop's going to be like. So Sue, can you tell us a little bit how you got involved in numerology?
Yeah, certainly. Thank you for having me too. I was listening to a podcast one afternoon, and it was a numerologist and a psychic was talking back and forth, and I had heard about numerology, but I didn't know an awful lot about it. So I contacted her and I got a reading. And like you said, I was blown away by the information that she had about me just by having my name given at birth and my birth date. So I gathered a whole bunch of books. I started to read about it, and I realized there was a little bit more to it than what the books were telling me. So I called her back and I asked her if she would mentor me, which she did for a short time. And then she said, I think it's time that you step out and start doing some readings, because this is where you're going to get your experience and you're going to start to see patterns and you're going to start to understand it in a little more deeper way. So I took 1 year and I did free readings. And by the end of that year, I was booked.
So tell us a little bit about that. Like, what did you learn by doing a year of free readings? Like,
well, there's like anything, when you're having a relationship with somebody, you learn how to explain things better, so that they can understand it better. When you do free readings, people can't complain, right? Because so it gave me the ability to gain my confidence. When I got in trouble, because sometimes there was charts that I couldn't read, or I didn't understand because of the pattern itself. I would contact my mentor, and she would help guide me through that and explain some of the things that I wasn't understanding at that time. So yeah, free readings, that whole year was a very good experience, because when I first started, I couldn't sleep at night because I was so nervous about doing the reading. And by the end of it, I couldn't wait to get out of bed to go do the reading. So
that's excellent.
It was certainly a year that I'm glad I did.
And the mentorship, it sounds like that was helpful on many levels.
Many levels, yes, because sometimes you lose confidence. You're not understanding. So, and having my mentor, I always knew that she had my back, and always knew that she was going to help boost me up and get me through it and talk me through it and help me understand it. Because numerology can be a little bit complicated. So yeah, it was good.
We do the same thing in Healing Touch, having a mentorship program, because it does help for questions to be answered, inspiration, encouragement, guidance, especially when you get discouraged or things don't go.
She also has wisdom. She has 30 years of readings behind her. So she had wisdom that I haven't even got to yet. I'm still working on. So yeah.
And how was it when you stepped out to finally charge? What was that like?
That was hard. It's always hard to charge yourself, right, for what you do. But it was very receptive. I had gained a base of people within that year that had trusted me, and so I just kind of stepped into that. Yeah.
Excellent. And so you mentioned to me it's a calling. Can you tell me a little bit more about how it's been a calling for you and why you really like numerology?
Well, I've always studied metaphysical sciences because when I was younger, I had the ability to see spirit and hear spirit, and that wasn't acceptable in my house. So I had to shut all that down when I was young, probably around 15 or 16. And then, but I always knew there was an awful lot out there that we didn't know, that we couldn't see. So I studied an awful lot. I forgot the question.
Oh, how it's been a calling, how you,
Oh, yes. So I've had a lot of background. I have my my Reiki master, and I've worked with crystals and all that. But when I discovered numerology, it was like I was possessed with it. I dreamed about it. I couldn't wait to get up and start reading about it. I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to pick their brains. It was non-stoppable. I knew that I needed to do this. And one of the biggest things is it's such a guidance to help people.
yes.
Like when we did your reading, to have somebody sit in front of you that does not know you and
Hmm.
have the ability to explain who you are and
Yes.
say, that's okay. This is who you are. This is a wonderful thing. All those times those people tried to change you or tried to manipulate things,
Yeah.
this is who you are. And
Yeah.
that's a very empowering thing, I think.
Yeah. It is, and that's what we're going to share on September 15th at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to look at the universal year is a 4 and what
Yeah.
that means. We're going to teach people how to learn what their personal year is,
Right.
and also if they have a significant other or child
Yeah.
that they'd like to know
Yeah.
their personal year.
Yeah.
And I hear you have a calendar for 2021 that's going to be coming out with
Yes,
numerology
as a
too.
matter of fact, I'm going in today to pick up my first proof, so I'm excited. I've been doing these calendars since 2018, and well, I got one behind me. They're different this year, but they carry the guidance of each month, what in reference to your personal year, which is what we're going to learn in the
Right.
workshop, how to figure that out and what that means. But yeah, I'm excited.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Sue, for being on our call today, and we're looking forward to seeing you on September 15th.
Thank you. I can't wait. Thank you.